Okay, remember what I told you. Be your own boss. Love yourself. Get up and dance. Level up.
Level up, 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 level up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy, all this sauce so yummy. No, you want this yummy, yummy all in your tummy. Level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy, all this sauce so yummy. No, you want this yummy, yummy all in your tummy.
Them no mistakes are gone. I won't do them no more. That's old news. That's news. I done did that before. I turn up into something. My comeback on 100. Let's talk it. More action. You just go see coming. I just keep elevating. No losses, just upgrading. My lessons made blessings. I turn that into money. They gotta never settle. This view is so much better. I'm chilling. I'm winning. Like on another level. Oh, you can talk all you want. See me as the greater, nothing I'm afraid of, and I can have it all.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy, all this sauce so yummy. No, you want this yummy, yummy all in your tummy. Level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy, all this sauce so yummy. No, you want.
Hey, y'all. Happy Friday. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Listen, y'all know don't put no S on there. It's not New Year's because it's only one. Happy New Year. I am super excited that y'all are here. Instagram, it's been a minute. We know we have yes, sneaking in from work. Hey sis, thank you for sneaking in. We have not been on Instagram in quite some time. So we decided today that we were going to come live. Like we have been having these live virtual events since May. And so we had not figured out a way that we can share with you guys. So we decided just to do 2 devices today. And so we are here, Instagram. So y'all gonna see me looking back and forth. Facebook, what it do, boo? Y'all are here. We're excited. It is a new year. We have some amazing new things coming up. I see all the names popping up. Instagram, y'all names come up little. And I'm blind. Y'all see I'm squinting. Yes. Let me see. I see Crystal. I see Sissy on here. I think I see Gabby. It says Gabby. What's up, Instagram? Let us see what Facebook's doing over here. Valerie, Anita. Hey, Jackie. Y'all know if you all on Facebook, because we are using our streaming program, if you do not allow us to see your name, I don't know who you are. And I'm just gonna be like, hey, on YouTube. Okay, Lisa. Lisa is a newbie. Lisa, you know, I believe you are. I feel Diana. I think Diane is new. So make sure that you allow us to see your name because I can't see you. Shanice, Michelle. Hey, Michelle. Lainey, Ayana, y'all in the building today. It's Friday. Omara crying, all their cousins, all them outside. So we in the house. So I was like, you know, we could come on live because who going outside? Y'all listen. I went to a restaurant 2 nights ago. And I was feeling some type of way. I was like, I'm gonna have to go because I don't know who got COVID. Now, although our waiter had on his mask and he had gloves on. He wasn't playing. Girl, get out of here, Lonnie. He wasn't playing with nobody up in this restaurant. And I don't know if it's like I've been cooking almost every day since COVID. And I had given up cooking, y'all. Like, you know, I was over it, and because it was just me and my husband. And so now we're in Georgia, and our grandkids and our daughter are here. So I've been cooking every day now again. And so outside food ain't really hot. Like I was like, it just wasn't good. Like, you know, so and then we grabbed lunch on the way home yesterday from going somewhere, and that wasn't good. My husband's like, what? I'm like, I'm just gonna cook at home because at this point I'm over it. Okay. But yes, we are. Yes, get those recipes out. Kovish is not playing. Listen, Kovisha, girl, listen here. Like, I don't got time for him, her, them, whoever they are. I'm over them. Okay. And since we are on the topic of COVID, pretty much everybody, I know so many people who have right now or have had COVID recently, including everybody in my family except for me. Okay? Listen, everybody in my family except for me had COVID. It started out with my daughter, my husband, and my 2 grandkids that are 2 and 4. Y'all, okay? And I'm in the house with them. At first, it was just my daughter had symptoms. Okay. She got a test. Her and my grandkids got tested on a Thursday. They got tested on Thursday. Me, her, and my grandkids got tested on a Thursday. My husband's test results came back because he has this cough every year from like October to about January. And so he would go to the doctor every year and they never could figure out really what this cough was. And so he never really got medication for it. And it was like it's part of some type of allergy or something. And they gave him Flonase, right? And so he came home from being away and he started having this cough. And I had gotten rid of it. And this was in November. I had gotten rid of it before we moved to Georgia from Indiana because it had started up in October. And so it was gone because I given him this honey, amazing honey that we get in Dubai, and some other stuff, elderberry from my niece, and it was gone, right? So we get here, he goes to Houston, he comes back, and so just all of a sudden, this cough comes on, and I'm like, bro, now you let me go here and get you a test at CVS, okay? So I get him a test at CVS. It came back the same day. Now, mind y'all know husbands don't have no cares, right? I'm in a meeting on Zoom. He comes out the room into where I'm at. He goes, babe, I'm positive. Bro, like you just gonna come and just like all out of my meeting, like I'm in a meeting, sir. Like y'all, if y'all know my husband, y'all know my husband, okay? So I'm like, oh my God, when I get off of my call, figure it out, and then my daughter is like, I'm like, you got it too, ma'am. Okay, so then she and the kids get tested the next day. We had to tell the daycare. I get tested and I'm negative. So now we're on a quarantine. We didn't know if the kids had it because they had no symptoms. And so now I'm going with them, staying away from the daughter and the husband because my daughter had visual symptoms like fatigue, headache, shortness of breath. She had those symptoms. So I'm staying away from her and I'm staying away from my husband. And then come to find out the kids had COVID too. Okay. I never tested positive. I never had any symptoms at all. So now we're all getting over it. It's almost Christmas. Okay. And so they were coming out of quarantine on the 21st and the 22nd. And then my son was coming because he lives in Mississippi. And so he's like, I'm like, well, you can't come. You need to wait, a few days. And then now it's his turn to come. And he calls me the day before on the 21st. And he's like, Ma, I took my COVID test and I'm positive. I'm like, oh my freaking God. I'm like, bro, he went to a graduation. And he's very careful. He is wearing his mask. He is sanitizing. So he figured it was from a graduation he had gone to, not the weekend, 2 weekends prior. And no, a week and a half prior to when he got his symptoms. He said he had one day with symptoms when he woke up and he had like one little stuffy side of his nose. He drank some tea and it was gone. And he had no symptoms after that. His roommates had all went home, so no one was there. And I'm like, well, I can't leave my boy in Mississippi by himself, with COVID for Christmas. So, he has a room at our house. I'm like, you need to come here, and stay in your room for your 10 days. Your 10 days end, his 10 days ended on Christmas from when he had his first symptoms. And I left him gloves, Lysol, Clorox wipes, mask, all of his stuff in his room. And I'm like, stay in there. Listen, like everybody has had it except for me. And I have been testing like every week. I was a weekly tester anyway. Like we travel so much. Like y'all, my husband, like, I get COVID after I'd been to Dubai, the Maldives, Mexico twice. Like, we didn't want to, Tennessee for my birthday and all this and no COVID. And then, boom, here COVID comes. This new variant it's very contagious. We were actually, what's today? We were supposed to just be coming home from South Africa on the 5th of January. Probably about 2 weeks before our departure, this Omarion variant came out. We went into action trying to figure out what was going on. It may have been 3 weeks before. And we decided that it was in everyone's best interest that we just postpone it. It's not canceled. We are now going in September. So you now have a chance to go to South Africa. But it went from, they may be banning, us from going there. And we just didn't want to get to South Africa. And then, they like, get out, you have to come home now and that kind of thing. And then when I looked at those numbers, like in 1 week's time, there were like 16,000 people that were confirmed with this new variant. And I'm like, there's absolutely no way that we're going to go. So yes, we did not go to South Africa, but again, we're going to go in September. So that has been my Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Everybody was sick. Our grandkids have been home almost for a month. They just went back to school on Monday. Thank you, sweet baby Jesus in the manger, because they've been home since December 9th. And listen here, that was not cute. It was just it was too much for two toddlers to be here all day. Like, yeah. So they're back in school. Everyone is good. The youngest one, the 2-year-old, had no symptoms at all. And the 4-year-old, he had symptoms for maybe 2 days where he complained of a headache and he had a slight fever. Other than that, they're both fine. That 2-year-old, unless crying is a symptom of COVID, he had 0 symptoms. Okay. I see some people on here saying, I have COVID right now. Jesus, Ashley. Someone said, I just got over it. Like, COVID has been running rampant. We just had a friend tell us yesterday that they just tested positive. And then another friend the day before said she's in, just coming out of quarantine. Whew. When is this going to end? Because listen, because it's a lot, y'all. I thought it was a cold. I thought it was a cold. See, and because a lot of people are saying that, they're just having like cold symptoms. And that's what our friend said. He's been saying, like, for the last week, my husband's talking to him and he's like, yeah, me and my girl got a cold. And I'm like, cold, my pinky toe, that ain't no cold. You better get tested because, bro, but they are vaccinated. So that's kind of like what the symptoms are for vaccinated people. So my daughter's gotten her first dose of the Pfizer and, getting her second dose next week. And I know some people are like, wow, what is going to happen with things like we were already requiring people to have a negative COVID test to travel with us, but we definitely made it mandatory to have a vaccine for Tampa for the new edition, because we are going to be in close quarters in a suite together. So, everyone needs to be vaccinated and have a negative COVID test. So that's what's happening there. We don't know what we're going to do for the remainder of the year. We're going to play it by ear and see how things go. They are saying that this should kind of die down in the next 6 to 12 weeks. Y'all see what's going on in the news with all of the schools, especially CPS, going back and forth with the teachers as far as, should they be remote? Should they be in the classroom? I ain't gonna even go there because, I ain't gonna even go there because I don't want to. Yeah. But I just feel like everyone needs to be safe, and that includes teachers. So if they told them that if something happens where the numbers begin to increase, to a certain degree, then they should be doing remote. The teachers didn't, go to school to be remote teachers either, but I feel like everybody needs to be safe, especially when you have parents who send their kids to school sick. Okay. Send their kids to school sick. Know that I know this because I had a daycare for 15 years, and parents sent their kids to school with all of the snot. Do you hear what I'm telling you? All of it. Green, purple, yellow. And they'd be like, oh, he just got allergies. Now with a damn piece of green snot. Okay. The parents send the kids to school sick because they don't want to miss work, and understandable, but then you don't give them mask. There's no hand sanitizer. The school don't have no mask, ain't no hand sanitizer. And so now the teacher, yet again, is being held responsible for making sure she keeps herself and her family safe. And so she's going to buy, or he, PPE. And that ain't fair. Now, I come to the building, but the kids got to stay at the house. I'll come to the building every day, and then you don't know if they're cleaning because you really don't have a staff and all of that. So it's a whole lot of stuff that's going on into it. And I understand that some kids do not learn remotely, and I get it because I'm not that type of learner. I had to learn that the hard way. But we just got to keep everybody safe. Ashley, I got COVID at school because I tested negative right before return from break. See, that's what I'm saying. How's my favorite Chicagoan? Hey, I'm good. How are you? You was in my inbox playing yesterday, though, with that video, girl. But yeah, we just have to keep everybody safe, and I think teachers deserve to be safe as well. Okay. So listen, y'all know it's the new year, so we have new journeys. We took a poll. Y'all know we always do these polls. It's on Facebook. I'm sorry, Instagram. We did a poll about this fitness challenge that we want to do. And so we have coined it Fit for These Flights movement. We getting fit for these flights this year, okay? So that is one thing we are doing for our new journeys. We're going to talk about, because we always get, actually, I had somebody to inbox me this a couple of days ago. They wanted to know, how do you afford to, how do you afford to travel? Like, how do you afford to travel? So we're going to talk a little bit about that this week as well, like how you can save up to travel and live your best travel life, because it is doable, and because we do offer payment arrangements. And, even if you don't travel with us, there's ways to travel without breaking the bank. And we're going to talk about the launch of Singapore and Bali. Some people didn't know that Bali was attached to it, but our 2023 Singapore and Bali New Year's Eve trip. Then we have 3 confirmed people, past guests that are going to do testimonies tomorrow. And Hanaya is on here, and she is there. So I am going to absolutely send you a link. Hey, Ross, send you a link so that you can be on here. Jackie, you want to be on there too? You want to do a testimonial too? We had 3 people confirmed. Y'all be like crickets. In those comments when I start asking for testimonials. And let me just put a pin right here. So everyone who has ever traveled with us received an email from us probably about a month ago requesting a video testimonial. Why folk come ain't then one of y'all sent us one? I'm just trying to find out, because, and I sent it twice. I said second notice. I'm like, I know they playing. Ain't not now one of y'all. So, who's that said that? Lanita? You ain't put your name. You ain't let them see your name, because I don't know who that is. But every single person who has traveled with Ladies and Luggage got an email from us saying, send us a video testimonial. I did, Jackie. And ain't not nan person send it back. I couldn't even believe it. I couldn't believe it. Yes, Cynthia, you in there too. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. Nobody. And then I sent another one said, second notice. But I'm gonna keep on reading my paper. Okay. What else I have on my list? A lot of people, yeah, Lisa, not now one of them. Okay. And a lot of people have been asking about, like, well, I don't say asking, maybe it wants to the junk mail. Y'all better look in there because I sure sent it to y'all. You two out there, you got one too. You got one too. A lot of people have been, I guess, up in arms about how travel is going lately as far as cancel flights, because we all know how, if you're watching the news, which I'm not a huge news watcher, but when it has to do with travel, I kind of make sure I'm paying attention. But a lot of flights during probably around 2,000 to 2,500 flights were canceled during the Christmas break. Okay. 2,000 to 2,500 flights canceled during the Christmas break. Why? Because COVID is running rampant. Okay. And so if you, there was a post that was shared yesterday or maybe the day before. Yes, I can see your name now, Lanita. Yesterday or the day before, that said, that showed a meme of someone that was sitting across from a lady who was texting whoever during her flight. And on the text message, she was telling someone that she was positive while she was on this flight, and like pretty much saying, like, I'm on my flight on my way home, but I tested positive for COVID, before I got on the flight, but I'm here, but don't say nothing or something like that. First of all, that's irresponsible. And second of all, that's the reason why flight attendants are not at work. And that's one of the things that I heard a lot of flight attendants talking about, because, back and forth, before we moved to Georgia, we were on flights every single week, if not twice a week, doing the move. But that's things that I heard them talk about. And because they were afraid, because listen, y'all know everybody ain't, that's the one thing I have to say about like the vaccine cards and even COVID tests, because everybody is not truthful. People have fake COVID vaccine cards and fake COVID tests. This is another reason why they're trying to do everything electronically and with a QR code, so it can always go back to the original document. But that's the reason why flight attendants are not at work, because people are literally getting on these planes and know that they're sick in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So, like, why would you want to, people don't think it's real, some, but why would you want to endanger someone else? So if there are no flight attendants and then there are no pilots, how are these people, who's supposed to man the flights? And so when that happens, when they're short-staffed, okay, when they are short-staffed, then that means that, number one, there are not going to be any nonstop flights because they don't have enough staff to man a nonstop. So now you're going to have a flight that, you're stopping 2 or 3 times. So, and I want to make something clear, because some people don't understand this. When you look at flights and it says direct, a direct flight stops, but there is no plane change. Okay. When it's a nonstop, that means it goes nonstop from point A to point B. A direct flight is going to have stops, a stop or several stops in between. Okay. So this is what's happening with these flights. And they're flights going from New York to Seattle in a day, because they're going, this crew is going for 3 of the stops, then they get off here, and then a different crew gets on here and goes the rest of the way. So we have to understand that. And so when it's just like going to the grocery store. I know a few Walmarts have closed recently because their staff has been affected by the virus. So you can't be open if you don't have staff, right? So if 30 of your staff members have COVID at one time, because if you're in these close quarters and you guys are working together like that, that's a possibility. So if you got 30 people and you really only have 80, working for you, and you need all of your staff, you need all 110 of those people to make sure that things run properly. Okay. And 30 of them are gone in one day. There's no way that you can run your establishment correctly. So it has to close down. So they have to shut down these flights because they don't have enough staffing to man them. And I understand that it's frustrating. And I understand that it is, you have to try to figure out another way home, or you have to wait a day or two before they can try to see. And then I'm like, I know for certain, okay? I know for certain there was no way that after 5 days, my daughter, if she did not work for us, there was no way after 5 days that she would be able to go back to work after being on quarantine for 5 days. She was nowhere near able to go back to work. The health department told us that you're still contagious until like the 7th, 8th day. So how then would you want someone to go back to work on day 5? And these jobs are like, be here on the 5th day, boo. Be here on the 5th day, just bring your mask. And on top of that, the health department here also told us, which I already knew, you could test positive for up to 12 weeks. So how then are you supposed to get a negative COVID test to go back to work? You can't. Now, there's a possibility that you can test negative, after your 10 days or whatever, or 5 days. I don't know how for real, but there's a possibility that you can test positive for up to 12 weeks. How do I know this? Because there are clauses when you are going to different destinations. Just for an example, Dubai. Going to Dubai, you either have to have a negative COVID test or a letter from a physician stating that you have had COVID within the last 12 weeks, that you tested positive for COVID within the last 12 weeks. So they know that you can test positive for up to 12 weeks. So I'm just really confused about this 5 days. And so listen, I'm glad I don't have my daycare no more. I stay at home, and I order my food and my groceries and stuff off of Instacart. Instacart is my boo, period. 5 days, so the company doesn't have to pay short-term disability. Oh, I definitely agree with that, Tanya. I heard someone say that, and it makes so much sense. But listen, it's crazy. And I know people who literally like, well, I'm going to go back to work on the 5th day. And I'm like, you still got snot running out your nose. You still got headaches, and you still contagious. I'm in healthcare, and they had to come back after 5 days. That's nuts to me. There's no way. Like I said, my husband was vaccinated at the time, but my daughter wasn't. He still had slight symptoms. Definitely he still had the cough. Like the cough was not gone. And y'all know that it is not politically correct anymore to cough in public, okay? But there is no way at all that my daughter could have went back to a job after 5 days. There's no way. She couldn't even walk from one level to the next level without being out of breath. Like there's no way that she could have. That's because 200 old. Because don't do that. It's in your system, the alarm, but they say you're not contagious. Yeah, but the healthcare, the Department of Health told us that like you're not contagious after like 7 or 8 days. Like 7 or 8 days, day 7, day 8, you're no longer contagious. So like in 5 days, like I'm like, no. And then if you go to a job and you know this person was out, because 9 times out of 10, If someone's been out for 5, 6, 7, 8 days and they come back and they still coughing, you looking like, what's wrong with you? You need to go back to the house. Cause you ain't gonna be. And listen, and most people wear those blue masks and they got the little thing. It ain't even all the way on your face and it's up on the side. Oh, we gonna have some real problems, sir, if you do not go to your listen. A man did a like this little experiment where he did like 20 different masks. Y'all know I'll be on TikTok. He did like this experiment with these 20 different masks that him and his wife have, and he put the mask on, and he oh, that's Tion, cousin, that's Tion. He lit a candle in front of him, and he was trying to blow out the candle with the mask on. Which mask allowed him to blow that candle out? That blue one and that black one. None of the cloth masks. Like, he wasn't able to blow out the candle with the cloth mask, but that blue mask and the black one, he was able to blow that candle out. Okay, but people don't know how to wear it properly because it's still popped up on the side. Okay, that ain't. It's supposed to be flat to your face, honey. Don't come at me. Listen, and then you going somewhere, and if I am giving the person in front of me their 6 feet, let me tell you something. You had better be 6 feet behind me. Do not be up on me. I don't care if it's a sticker or not. If you see me right here and I'm giving the person in front of me their space, you better give me my space or we're going to have some problems. Okay? Go back and give me my 6 feet. Point blank in the period. Do not get up on me. Nope. No. Stand back. No, because listen, I don't think they sell masks in Georgia. Cause don't nobody wear them. I don't think they sell them down here. Yeah, we need a listen here. Salika, like, cause ma'am, I need a 6 feet before COVID too. But what you're not gonna do is be up on my neck and you see me standing 6 feet from the person in front of me, and then you gonna stand right up on me with no mask and you coughing. Call 911 because somebody ain't gonna make it. Woo! Somebody ain't gonna make it. Okay. You're right, but you're not far behind. What? I understand that. That's probably my husband talking. What you talking about, baby? Lenita, you know, somebody is not. People do it all the time in the stores. Yes. And then, like, Indiana bad with the mask too. Listen, I know, you know, we just left there. Like, they ain't wearing no mask. But here, I don't think they sell masks. No. I think a lot of bad information is getting out on when it comes to the 5 days start. This coming from someone who had to sit in a knowledge class many months ago. That's possible, Cindy. That's possible. It's a lot of misinformation either way. Like, we all have a lot of misinformation, and we just have to make sure we're doing what we think is right for ourselves and our families. Because at the end of the day, we don't really know. Like, you know, you got people like, oh my God, I'm not ever getting the vaccine. It's just not this. And you're like, you don't even know what's in it. And I'm like, you just ate a Five Guys burger yesterday with bacon and extra onions and all that. And you don't know what kind of meat was in there. You took a Motrin this morning because you had a headache. You don't know what's in there. And I get it. We all have choices. So, but don't bash those of us who decided. Because let me tell you something. It wasn't an easy decision for us to get vaccinated at all. It was not an easy decision for us. We definitely didn't go and run out and get it in the beginning. We were just like, oh, let's see how this is gonna work out. But at the end of the day, as you guys can see, well, a lot of you may not follow it as closely as I do because this is what I do, but it's a lot of places that's like, you can't come here if you're not vaccinated. But if we let you here and you're not vaccinated, you're going to sit in your room for 10 days before you can even come out. And you're going to take a COVID test every week. So that means you need to be somewhere for 30 days before you can even start your vacation, right? So, or you have to sit in your room for 7 days. Or then there are places that's like you just absolutely cannot come here if you are not vaccinated. So that is going to be the new norm. Okay, that's going to be the new norm. And so we want people to understand that. And understand that just like how Chicago is doing now, some places may decide to say, hey, you can't come, and in New York and other places, you can't come inside of the restaurant if you're not vaccinated. You can't come inside of the gym. You can't come into certain places without being vaccinated. And so that is looking like it may be the norm, because COVID ain't going nowhere. Because now we got Flonase or Flo whoever coming, Flo Rada. I don't know who the name is, but it's Flo something, and he on the way. And I heard he was in California, and so it's a whole new variant now. So it's not going anywhere, and so we just have to learn how to live with it, and it's like you gonna have to show, like, before you come to my house, like, I need to see your ID. Yeah, I need to see your ID. Cause listen, I don't want it. I don't want it. Like, I don't want it. I don't want it to be around my grandkids. I don't want it to be around I don't want it. And so you have to keep that outside the Woods house. And we're gonna be like, hey, so where y'all talking about going? Y'all vaccinated? Oh, all right. We ain't gonna be able to come. we ain't gonna be able to come, because no. Let's see. Somebody sent us something on Instagram. I went to Seattle last month, and you have to show your vaccination card to enter public places. Yes, and that's going to be I'm really thinking that that's going to be the norm. And the Flight Attendants Association, they are now fighting for vaccinated. You have to be, for the people to be vaccinated to get on the plane. Now, I don't know how that's all going to work, but that's what they're fighting for. Okay? That's what the Flight Attendants Association is fighting for the clients to be able to be vaccinated to get on board. Now, if they do that, that's gonna shut the town down, right? Because people gonna be mad. Like, I can't just leave and go and do what I want to do, even in the States. No, because you cannot get on this airplane without being vaccinated. Whew. That's gonna be one. Okay. It definitely was not an easy decision, but watching my dad deal with COVID changed my feelings about it. Yes. And then too, for me, I was already vaccinated, when my husband got COVID, but I saw the difference. I lived the difference, like seeing the difference between our daughter not being vaccinated and my husband being vaccinated, and the difference in the symptoms and, how it attacked their bodies. So vaccine it is. Okay. Vaccine it is, because there was a difference. Y'all, listen, y'all know how me and I, when they sick, he wasn't really bad, but baby, listen to me. If he was not vaccinated, I was going to just drop him off at the VA and just go on to the house, because I wouldn't have been able to deal with him. Nope, I was going to just go and get in the car with my 2 masks, what Carwell say, with my 2 masks on, and drop him off at the VA until his time was up. How many days you want me to come back? 15? Cool, I got y'all in 15 days, because I wasn't going to deal with that. Oh, no. The symptoms that my daughter had, and my husband had those, he got dropped off, Shanine, on Taylor Street. Do you hear what I'm telling you? He got dropped off at the VA, because I wasn't going to be able to deal with that. Nope. No, ma'am. No ham, no burger. No, because y'all know it. Our nursing doctors are being terminated if they refuse to get vaccinated unless they obtain a religious exemption. I've had all 4 shots, but the blood, Jesus. Yes, that's right, Bebet, for sure. Let's see. You need your own test kit. I'm planning to test people. Cindy said, don't come to her address without your test. Listen, I've had events where people had to come, it wasn't even in my house. I was like, a negative COVID test is required. Because, like, for real. Like, and people like, well, you can still get COVID if you vaccinated. You can. I've seen it happen firsthand. But still, you got you ain't gonna be able to beat. Not around me. Sorry. Clock starts from testing, so 2 days prior to 3 days after. Okay. I was reading some. Don't come, you will be tested. Listen, people just don't understand that. Gabby, listen, I'm just saying, like, you can still see this why I be trying to tell y'all that they cuss up. She's talking about you can still get pregnant with a condom. I mean, listen here. You can still get pregnant on the pill. Period. That's all I got to say. Any questions about new protocols and anything like that before I talk about the Fit for These flight movements? Okay. The Fit for These flights. That's how I got here. Since I'm not gonna play with y'all on this blue app. Nope, I'm not gonna play with y'all. I am not gonna play with y'all. That's all I'm gonna say about the situation. Fit for These flights. So again, we took a poll, and we had talked about it before we launched the Negril trip. Okay, so we are all in agreement that we are going to go on a fitness journey together. Now, we don't have no end date. We just got a start date. You don't have to be on a special diet. Like some of us talked about keto, although I'm going to show y'all some of the books I bought, but you don't have to be on keto, but write these down. And so it's coin Fit for These flights movement. Because y'all know how them seats on them flights are tight. Okay? So we're getting fit for these flights because we're going to be on them planes. So we start on Monday. Okay? Monday is what? January 10th. So we start on January 10th. Fit for These flights starts on January 10th. Again, you do not have to be on a special diet, but here is what we are going to do. We are going to do some type of movement for 3 days, a minimum of 3 days per week. Okay? Some type of movement. Hey, Lori, for 3 days per week. We are going to, and I'm going to put this in the group, and I'm going to email it out as well. We are going to download the fitness app so that we can track our foods, so that we can all partner up, like you can follow each other, hold each other accountable. Okay? We're going to have accountability groups. So you can either be in a group or you can just hold each other accountable. And we are going to post in, sorry, Instagram. We are going to post in the Facebook group, even if it's non-scale victories, like, you can fit some pants that you couldn't fit before. You were able to, you would normally ask for a seatbelt extension on the airplane. You don't need one. Those type of things we're going to post in the group. But once a month, we are going to go on a Zoom and we'll talk more in depth about our wins. So you may want to take a photo of yourself Monday, and then that's the type of thing that we'll share in our private Zoom meetings once a month, so that we can say, hey, this was me on this day. This is me now. But again, there is no specific diet that you have to be on. But I am personally going on keto. have purchased like 3 of these magazines. I found, you can see it, Instagram, that I found in Walmart. Yep, they still sell magazines, y'all. Because listen, when you buy online, I love to read, but I really, these days, I don't have a whole lot of time to like read books with my, my hands. So I use Audible, but I am a reader. So these I found at Walmart. So this is Keto 101. It kind of tells you what keto is. This is another one, Keto Comfort Food. And then this one is Keto for Women. Okay. These are the 3 that I found at Walmart in the book section. I have been reading them. But that's what I'm doing. Again, there's no special diet, but we definitely going to move at least 3 times per week. So whether it's just walking, I purchased a jump rope. So I'll be doing some jump rope. Listen, y'all, I joined the gym, but Omarion and Flo Rida, I'm like, nah, I'll wait till y'all get y'all active. Till you get your act together, then I'll go into the gym. Okay. But I did join the gym, and I am a Stairmaster queen. I love the Stairmaster, but I love lifting weights because for me, that works way better for me. I'm not a cardio girl. I'll get on the Stairmaster for 7 to 10 minutes, and then the rest of my workout is weight training. Okay. I may jump some rope or something like that. But yeah, we joined the gym out here. But I'm just like, I'll give y'all another 12. I don't know how many more weeks before, but yes, for sure I will be in the gym. Okay. My daughter says Aldi has a great section of keto products and prices are great compared to others. Yes, Aldi's is bang for real. And I also bought these. I used them before. If you could see this liver focus is from JJ Smith. If you know the green smoothie, they work wonders. They are amazing. But let me just tell you something. You're gonna feel like you're going through the change because they make you sweat. Like all of a sudden you be like sweat. You be like, why am I sweating? Yeah, it makes you sweat, but it burns like the back fat, all that stuff. Get you some of these. Liver focus. JJ Smith. I have those from JJ Smith. Yep. But they have you sweating. You be like, look, wait, why my hair so wet? I canceled my gym membership and got a Oculus VR for the boxing workouts. Cool. Who was that? Lanita, is that you? No, because your name coming up now. I don't know who that is. I can't see your name. I'm going to join the gym Monday. Cool, Sherry. Yeah, I used to go to the gym, believe it or not, 5 days a week. And at first it was like, I took mine during the daytime, sissy. At first I didn't want to go because no one would go with me, right? I was like, who want to go to the gym and who going to? Then I started going by myself. And when I started going by myself, I didn't care no more. Like, I didn't care no more. Like, I went 5 days a week at 5 a.m. by myself. If ain't nobody else went, I went 5 days a week by myself. Where can I find the liver focus? It's JJ Smith. If you're familiar with the green smoothie cleanse, that is where I got those from. Let's see. Oh, that's Andrea. Okay. I couldn't see her name. JJ Smith has a 10-day keto diet too. Oh yeah, she said something yesterday about it wasn't available again yet. I think I saw that on her post yesterday. Okay, P-Bad. I don't know if it's safe to go to the gym now. Listen, that's me. I don't know if it's safe to go yet. But we joined before, we joined right after we moved here. The week after we moved to Georgia, we joined the gym. That's the next exit from us. And so then, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I should go to the gym by myself. I think I do too. Now that I've done it, Davina says she thinks she prefers to go to the gym by herself. And I think I do too because I'm on my own time. I don't have to worry about anybody else, like, oh, you gonna come or you gonna leave, what time you leaving, and this and that and the other. So yeah, I think I do too. And like I said, I go in, I get on my Stairmaster for, my 10 minutes, then I'm off. And we used to have an amazing trainer. And so a lot of the things she taught us, I still do. But yeah, I'm a weight girl. And that really, like, if I showed y'all some pictures when I was really lifting weights, like weighted squats, leg presses and all that stuff, I had to snatch weight, y'all, in 2017. Like, child, I'm looking for that waist. It'll be back this year. Okay. Fit for These Flights is back on. Okay. She said, I invested in a home gym after COVID-19. I pay like $75 a month. That's not bad at all. Yeah, it's scary out there. Like, and I just don't want to, I really don't want to bring anything home. That's my biggest thing, because I'm very vigilant about washing my hands, keeping my distance, wiping machines down. And I was doing that before COVID. When I was going 5 days a week, people never wipe down the machines. People get off the machine with their sweat nasty self and never wipe anything down. But I wipe down before and after. So, yeah, I'm new to the group in Chicago. I purchased a waist trainer and I'm going to body wraps once a week. Cool, Pamela. Welcome to the group, girl. Welcome, Chi-Town. And that is where and someone asked about this too. So our core group is in Chicagoland because that's where we are based out of. Although I just moved to Georgia, my business partner is still in Chicagoland. But our core group is in Chicagoland, but our Georgia group is growing. We have a huge New York following and a huge California following. So, but our core group is in Chicagoland. Oh, speaking of Chicagoland, for those of you who requested to have Jamaica flights, the Negril flights for week 1, we'll be emailing you because we got prices. Okay, we got prices for week 1 Jamaica. And while we're talking about week 1 Jamaica, we are over the top excited that week 1 is sold out, and we are like in the planning stages of getting everything done. This 80s welcome party is about to be litty. Okay, litty. This is my first time. Hey, Sherry, where the newbies at? Where are the newbies? Say hey, y'all. We gotta say hey to the newbies, and thank y'all for coming. Make sure we don't even say invite your friends because you probably invited them and they just didn't come. But that's cool because now you got some new friends, girl. Okay? So let's see the newbies. If you are a newbie, can you put like raise your hand in the chat on hey Kevin? So we can say hello to you guys. I'm new. We can't see your name. 1%. I'm new. Melody from Connecticut. Sherry, Melissa, girl, you ain't new. You ain't no sense. Quit playing. Let's see. Instagram, Twin Girl. Does that say Twin Girl? Y'all know I'm blind. I think this one says Melody too. Hey newbies on Instagram. What it do? Nashville. Let's see. Where else are we from? Davita. I don't know if you knew. Well, I guess you booked the trip. You knew now. Okay. So you kind of knew. Just found you on IG, Instagram a few days ago. Yes, Tanya. Welcome, girl. I've never traveled with you. You've been on all the lives, girl. You ain't new. Since you ain't new no more. We got Maryland. We got Baltimore. Where you at? Where you from? Oh, Rebecca. Hey, Rebecca. We got South Carolina. Texas in the house. Hey, newbies. Thank you guys for joining us. We welcome you with open arms. Listen, when we do our lives, this is all week. This is day 1 of our 4-day virtual event. So, listen, Instagram, y'all kind of calm over here, right? Facebook, I'm just going to tell y'all that our vets cuts up. They try to pretend like they don't, but they do. They cut up. We got Ohio. And so this is going to be 4 days. If you have questions, ask your questions. This is how we do. We just roll. Let's see. Karen is from Chicago. By cousin. She's talking about from Texas. Goes on different yes, goes from different area codes. Melly talking about we innocent. And see, that's what the non-innocent say, okay? Who was in Ohio? Oh yeah, Jackie is in Ohio. So now I know a lot of you again are new. And so I wanted to take a moment. Sorry, Instagram. Y'all moved over here because if y'all knew how I had this whole contraption set up to keep y'all still. Cindy is in Atlanta. Hey girl. She my new neighbor, y'all. We are going to go over our travel calendar. Y'all know I comes with notes. I don't come on live and just be all willy-nilly. Okay? Listen. I have to have my notes or I will not know what to talk about. I'm just gonna tell y'all the truth. So I have my notes. And so I have the calendar written out because I don't know this by hand. We are innocent until Nicole Thomas get here. Oh, and our child. Ooh, child, y'all don't even start. Florida in the house. You're a neighbor too. Florida is up the street. So we are going to go over our 2022 and 2023 calendar. Now we all know that at the end of our 4 days, which on Monday, we are launching our Singapore Bali 2023 New Year's Eve trip. Y'all, that thing gonna be lit. We are also, well, I'll after I do this, let me go over the list first. Our very first trip, and someone else said this in one of the comments on one of our ads. And let me tell you something. You know how, Erica Badu, when she said, I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my, so listen. And I know none of y'all on here did it, but and at one point I was gonna say y'all need to go get y'all cousins in these comments on these Facebook comments because some of them be off the chain, right? So we pay a nice little penny to have our little square on this blue app, right? So Facebook don't let people see you for real if you're not paying no money, right? So we pay a nice little penny to have our little square and our little corner on on the blue app and on Instagram. Well, Instagram part of the blue app too. So we try to be real nice. I engage, I respond. We do all of that, and then but some people be coming on there and they be trying it, and I be like, so will they think I'm not nice if I go on here and be like, do that? Let me tell. I don't know who, because some days it be in my shondo, and so. We know that a lot of people are not traveling right now because of COVID. And we listen, that your safety and ours is one of our biggest things, right? And this was even before COVID. So we know that if something comes up, this is the reason why we did not go to South Africa, because the numbers were, increasing rapidly and we felt like it was not safe. It was a different thing for Greece. We were, Africa was at level 4. There was no ban and we could have gone, but the numbers were increasing, by the minute. But it was the same situation, a level 4 in Greece when we went in August, but the numbers were not, rising like they were. Okay. So again, your safety and our safety is of great importance to us. Okay. So this is our calendar now, but we know if things happen, we make last minute decisions. We're not going to say today. Okay. We're not going nowhere in April because we don't know what's going to happen in April. Okay. So now to the list. Okay. So Girls Gone Glamping, one of my favorite trips right now, is April 29th through May 3rd. Our Vegas Reimagined is June 7th through the 11th. So let me put a pin right here because someone was like, oh my God, I just cannot imagine why a trip to Vegas would cost that much. So let's talk about that too, because, again, we have a lot of newbies. So most people, when they book their own travel, they book accommodations and a flight. Okay, boom. Then they go to their destination and they wing it. Right? They will, decide what kind of excursions they're going to do. They may decide where they're going to eat later. They may do room service today. They may go out tomorrow. They may decide if they're going to have a few drinks when they get there. Go meet people. So what we do is we curate these experiences in advance and we add these type of things. 9 times out of 10, flights are not included. But for our Vegas trip, this particular Vegas trip, and the reason why it's called Vegas Reimagined, because a lot of us go to Vegas, we're not really gamblers. So we may go shopping and things like that. But we, Fremont Street, In-N-Out Burger, this Vegas experience is 5-star from beginning to end. Okay, we're staying at the Waldorf Astoria to start. That's someplace, you saw that on Coming to America and you were like, oh, what? I definitely, these are places that people have on their bucket list. So we're staying at the Waldorf Astoria to start off with, 5-star. We're going to a 5-star steakhouse. Okay. If you look at their menu, you will see that it's 5-star. We are going to see Michael Jackson's one. Okay. So this is a 5-star Vegas experience. So we're not just going to Vegas and going to sit at the pool. We are renting out the amazing cabana spaces at the Waldorf. So this price reflects this. Okay. So, and that's with all of our trips. We'll have our guests to come on tomorrow, some of our past guests, to talk about like their experience with us, because listen, all you do is pack your bags and come to the airport. Some people book their own flight. Sometimes we book the flights for everybody. Okay. But we put the entire experience together. And so for us, it's not about the price tag. It's about the experience. Okay. Some people can only go to Dubai once. So why would you want to go, for $900? Because you will not get the experience that Ladies and Luggage gives you going on Expedia and booking it. I'm just saying. Okay. So again, Vegas Reimagined, June 7th through the 11th. Tour of Italy, June 24th through July 1st. Negril Week 1 is July 8th through the 12th, but that is sold out. Negril Week 2 is July 15th through the 19th. Another pin. We had someone to ask us about the Negril trip and why, like, they've never spent that amount going to Jamaica. Absolutely, you probably have not. But again, it's about the experience. For our Negril trip, number 1, we have a celebrity host, Leon Robinson. Mr. David Ruffin himself is hosting the weekend. Okay. Well, the 5 days. He's hosting us for 5 days. He's performing and all of that. So Leon will be in the building with us. He is hosting a VIP night. He is having dinner with us. And again, he's performing. Not only that, the entire resort is ours. We have our own DJ. We can move about the resort at our own, leisure. Pool parties, we won't be sharing the pool with other people. Dinner, we won't be sharing the pool with other people. Nothing in the resort will be shared with anyone else. It will be exclusively Ladies and Luggage. Okay. So we have to pay. You're going to have a VIP experience when you arrive and when you leave, because Club Mobay is included. Transfers to and from the airport is included. So it's about the experience. And so that's why that price is that point. Okay. Our surprise trip. You don't know the destination until 30 days before. That is August 23rd through the 31st. Greece, the remix, October 5th through the 14th. we have 2 Dubai tours. Week 1 is October 10th through 18th. Week 2 is October 19th through the 27th. Then we have our ski retreat, November 11th through 14th. Thailand is November 16th through the 24th. And then Hawaii is our New Year's Eve destination for this year, and it's December 28th through January 3rd. Okay. Let me see if I have questions. No questions on Instagram. I see you, Delaware. I pay for a good experience. Experience over things. Absolutely. I love that you do provide an experience and there's no guesswork. I need to just shoot my shot and book another trip. That's what I'm saying. It's no guesswork. We telling you, like, this what we doing. We going to Vegas. We staying at the Waldorf. We going to the one of the top steakhouses in Las Vegas. Okay, 5-star. We're having brunch at Yardbird. Like, all of these things are included in the package. Only way to travel. Boom. See, that's my VIPs are for. And Melody, when I tell you Melody has been out here on her affiliate life, baby girl. What do you find out who won the spa package? When I'll tell y'all something. Okay. Will this be email? Yes, we'll send out an email with this too. Did you mention Tampa? Tampa is just it's for New Year's Eve, but we didn't say anything else about it. Can you tell more about the spa in Jamaica? I will tell you guys about the spa in the private group. Okay. I will inbox you my number, Sherry. I want to do Greece. Let's go, Lisa. Do you know the right time for the group transfers for the glamping? Don't make me lie, but I think the group flight gets in at 10:45 in the morning. Okay. What trip do you suggest for a first timer? So, Dorothy, it all depends on what type of experience are you looking for. So, like, I'll just go like for our glamping trip. The glamping trip is really a trip if you are trying to see, like, do I really like these girls? Because, I just want to see, because we're going to be in glamping and we are like every night we had campfire chats. Like, those were the best experiences. We had all of our meals together because it's catered meals every day. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner is included with the glamping. We did karaoke together. It was just us. We did line dancing together. It was just us. We did the swamp tour. It was just us. So that's a really close knit experience because a whole lot of people don't go on it because they think it's like for real camping. Although it's for real camping, but it's bougie camping. See, Laura said it was bougie camping. Like, you have a bathroom, you ain't got to dig a foxhole. You ain't got to dig a foxhole. The food was amazing. The experience was amazing. So I would definitely say that's a trip. If you're really trying to get to know people in a smaller group first. Okay. Dubai, we normally have about 20 people, so it's not a huge crowd, but Dubai is moving. It's an everyday moving thing. Like, we're moving every day. Glamping, you kind of get a break. Okay. I thought I saw somebody ask about, they did the maximum amount of people on a group trip. So typically, we want to stay at about a 20 mark for some trips. So like a Dubai, the glamping, the Vegas, those type of trips, they're more, we want you guys to get more of the experience feel out of those. So we keep those around 20. We did more for Greece and we did more for Egypt because sometimes the dates, people just need to, that's the dates that they can go. Although we still had a great time, that's normally a trip we would keep at around 20 people too, because it's much more an intimate trip. But a Jamaica, Punta Cana, those type of trips, there's kind of no limit. We want maybe 50, 60 people because people get a chance to, enjoy the resort and still do things on their own. But when we go to the Greece and the Dubai and those places, it's a lot of moving pieces and it's a lot of touring. And so we want to keep it kind of a smaller group. We're never taking 100 people anywhere. Okay. I need to win a lottery so I can go on all the trips. I know, right, sis? Let's see. I'm not in the private group. Who said that? Somebody said they're not in the private group. That must be for Jamaica. That means that you ain't read your emails. It's in the email. What? Yes, was a great experience. I'm going down before I go to the 2023 trip. I'm in a non-private. That's my first trip. Glamping was the bomb. Is there a trip? Okay. Is Alaska on to do list? It's on the short list, but I would like to do Alaska when it's not as cold, so in the 60s. And we were really thinking about doing that as a cruise. And so, based on y'all's survey, y'all had said we ain't getting on a cruise right now. So, we have to see how that's gonna go. No Egypt trip this year. I was trying to write the calendar down. Oh no, not yet. I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna finish it now. So Egypt is in 23. Okay, so I just finished 2022. Okay. Yes, Alaska cruise would be lovely, and I wanted to do a one. It's like 24-hour daylight, and it's like in the 60s and not really freezing. Like we're going on a ski trip in December, but I don't really do cold. Okay. Althea, what was your question? I'm sorry, I missed it. I'll wait for you to put it. Hey, Tiffany. Yeah, come on, y'all. Let's get this glamping on. That's our first trip of the year. And let me tell y'all, that food, we're going to have to tell them we on keto. But wait. Because that potato pancake, child, listen. Whew, that potato pancake was amazing. New here, how would one sign up for the trips? You can go to our website, ladiesandluggage.com. I'll put it in the comments. // our trips. And all of the trips are there. I want to go glamping. Let's go, Sherry. It's the bomb. It's the bomb. I don't see Tampa on the site. It's canceled. No. It is under local, under the events tab. I'll post it in here. So it's under the events tab. Okay. That's the one I signed up for. Oh, you signed up for it. No, it's still there. It's under the events. We're going to I'll be up for diet glamping because listen here, ma'am. That food there is crazy. Someone may be thinking, so I will ask, I'm COVID positive now. What if I still test positive in June? How am I going to enjoy Vegas? So typically, like I said, it's like 12 weeks that someone can still show positive. So by June, you shouldn't still be showing positive. But let's just say we were going somewhere within the next 12 weeks. Okay. As long as you're vaccinated and you have that letter saying, hey, you get your letter from the doctor, because we're still asking for a negative COVID test still, right? Even if you're vaccinated, you get the letter from the physician saying, hey, this person tested positive within the last 90 days. And so we know that you're still not positive, but this is the paper you're getting. Okay. Does that make sense out there? How do I cause info or help with booking the flights? So depending on what trip, so a lot of times, like with our Negril trip, the first week, a lot of times, we put group flights together like around now. Like we started looking for group flights for Negril yesterday. So we got prices for that. But sometimes we don't, because you have to have a minimum 10 people coming from one destination. And sometimes people book their own flights before we can. But sometimes flights are included, because like I know Like with the South Africa trips, flights are included. We just added flights for Italy, and so we'll be getting that information out. We sent it out yesterday without putting the flight information, so we're going to resend that. But if you need help after that, we definitely can. So can someone meet with you the last leg if they have scheduling but still want to go? Say that again. Can someone meet you on the last leg if they had to be on a schedule but still want to go? Am I saying that right? Lori, what was your comment about travel insurance? No, but we just got flight packages, and we sent out emails yesterday about the Italy flights. From Chicago. So but you can add it. It's going to be from Chicago or here though, and we're going to resend it tomorrow because we didn't add the flight details, just the cost of the flight, and it's going to be I'm sorry, I misspoke. The flights are not going to be out of Chicago. We are leaving out of New York. We are leaving out of JFK because we're not coming from the same place. We're going into Venice and coming back from Florence, and it made our vendor put it together. Getting your travel insurance in case you get COVID right before your trip. Yes. So how travel insurance would work. Let's say you purchase the policy today, right? And the trip is in April. Okay. So now April comes and you go because you got to have your negative test for LNL and you test positive. So as of right now, the company that we use or that we suggest, if you test positive before you go, you are covered. Okay. If you test positive before you travel, you're covered, and then you can put a claim in with your travel insurance company and get reimbursed. Okay. Also, you got a negative COVID test. We get on a flight. We get to our destination. We're in Dubai, and you have to take a flight. I mean, you have to take a COVID test to come back to the States, right? You test positive in Dubai. You're covered. The travel insurance will cover you there as well. Those are the only instances in which a travel insurance policy will cover you for COVID. You cannot cancel. You cannot say, I don't want to go because I don't want to catch COVID when I go. That's not covered in an insurance policy. Okay. But if you catch COVID before you go, and or if you catch COVID, before you're returning, you have to be quarantined there and that kind of thing. You're covered. Rebecca, I just wanted to make sure I answered your question. If you go to our website and scroll all the way at the bottom, the company that we suggest is on the bottom of our page. Okay, question about travel insurance. Should you buy it after you purchase airfare or when you pay for the accommodations? Okay, so with that, if you purchase it before you purchase travel insurance, before you purchase airfare, you can always go back and modify it with the travel insurance company. Okay, you may have to pay more, but you can always go back and modify it. Another thing you can do is before you purchase your policy, you can kind of guesstimate the cost of air and add those things to your policy. You add the cost of air. Let's say you don't live in Chicago, but you're going to come to Chicago and you're going to fly with the group because you don't want to fly by yourself to Italy, right? I keep saying Chicago, but just an example. So you're going to stay at a hotel the night before. Okay. Then you're going to come back and you'll stay at the hotel again. You're going to go, we're going to Jamaica and you're going to, do jet skiing or some other type of excursions. Put those pieces together and you add all of that to your policy. But if you don't do it in the beginning, you can always go back when you add things and modify. Just know that your policy costs can and probably will increase. Okay. Okay. Y'all ready for me to do 23, or we have more questions? Okay. Okay. So the 2023 calendar. We are doing Dubai, January 24th through February 1st. This is going to be our tranquility version in Dubai, which means we will be on the beach. We will be shopping. We will be going to the spa. So spa treatment will be included. Beach will be included. This will not be your typical touristy Dubai trip, because people want to see another side of Dubai. So this trip is really good for those of you who have traveled to Dubai before and you want to see it in a different light. Okay. Or you want to go to Dubai and you just want to see the beauty of it all. Okay. The hotel we've selected for this is right across from the Eye of Dubai. So it's a really great location. It has a beach. It has a great spot. So this will be the trip for you if you're looking to have a tranquil experience in Dubai. Again, it's January 24th through February 1st. Morocco is May 21st through the May 30th. Punta Cana, May 27th through the 31st. Negril, July 7th through the 11th. This is going to be that'll be our third time there. Egypt, September 30th through October 9th. We only have probably 5 spots still available for that Egypt trip. Our normal Dubai trip in October, it'll be October 17th through the 25th. Seychelles, November 3rd through the 11th. Singapore and Bali is December 27th through January 4th. And Colombia, December 3rd through the 10th. Okay. Again, we will put these in an email, because do not forget this. And I know a lot of you are on Instagram, but in our Facebook group, we have daily prizes, right? So, but in order to qualify for the prize, you have to post your badge. The badges are emailed to you tonight. After we get off of this call, we will send out an email, and I will go to revise the email so that I can put the travel list in there, and then add the badge as well. Okay. So, but you have to post your badge. Typically it's by 10, but we almost at 9. So we're probably going to push it until 11:59 tonight. So you have to do it before midnight to post your badge in the group, not the Facebook page, because we won't see that. And I will put the link to where you need to post it as well. So it has to be in the Facebook group. Okay. How do you coordinate rooms with ladies traveling solo but purchase double occupancy? Do you match this up, or do you have to? Yes, we do roommate matching. So we're still working on our new, that Toya suggested that we do, our new roommate matching form, so that we can kind of match you all up a little bit better. Although we've not had issues with roommate matching, but like Toya was like, so what about a person who like a night owl and a person who, a morning person, like, that's that type of thing. Okay. So we're creating a roommate matching sheet. Okay. What happened to Carabana? So I don't know if we're going to make Carabana. Like, we've been trying to negotiate with them, because there's one particular, the company that's there, they pretty much go in and block up all the rooms, right? They work with travel agents, but it's, first of all, it's very difficult to contact somebody. Okay, that's number one. Number two, when they respond to you, it's like one word responses, and then I'm like, okay, so what do you mean by this and this and that? And then it takes them another 11 days to respond. And then the third thing is, Their double occupancy only allows for one bed. You have to have a triple or quad to get two beds. And so we try to work with them on like, how could we, figure that out? Because we don't want one bed in a double. Like, that doesn't make sense. They only allot for a king bed in a double occupancy. We try to go out and find, accommodations on our own, but they're either too far away or $600 and $700 a night. So, unless we can get them to compromise on that double bed thing, it probably won't happen. But on another note, we have decided that we are going to add in some more domestic destinations for 2022. We are looking for LA. We're looking at LA for Memorial Day. A girls' getaway for Memorial Day in LA. We're looking at New Orleans, and I would have to look at my list. I didn't bring that one down with me, but we are trying to add some more domestic stops in for 2022, and some of them will be last minute. I know LA, we want to be near the beach. So we're putting those things together, and then we will be releasing that soon. Okay. But definitely we are probably going to be doing LA for Memorial Day. Okay. Can we do Napa? So I need to see, like, it's typically Napa is kind of either an April or September kind of place. And so I need to see how we could put in something maybe in September. Okay. So I'll put that one down too. Okay. Oh, and I also put in the email the Fit for These Flights info. Okay. So you guys can know the fitness app, so talk about accountability, partners and groups and that type of thing. When will booking open for Morocco? We haven't decided for Morocco if Morocco is going to be in February or March, but Singapore opens up on Monday. We will have our Singapore vendor, which some of you met for Thailand. We pretty much use the same vendors. So our Thailand vendors are same vendor probably for everything from Morocco and everything, but he will be on Monday to talk about the Singapore and Bali trip. And it will open up after that. But we all know that for our VIP clients, it will be open on Sunday. How do you post a badge? So I'll send you an email that'll have the badge in it, and you post it into the Facebook group, not the Facebook page. How long does it take for global entry to go through? It really depends. So some people get it back right away. Some people it takes a few months. Some people haven't even been able to get an interview depending on where you're located. But I know someone who went and got their card within a couple of days of interviewing. So they were able to interview right away as well. They put in their application, they were able to interview and get their card. Like, it was less than a month, the whole process. But I know some people who they're still waiting to get an interview, and it's been 6 months. So it just really depends on where you are and what the availability is to go into customs to get an interview. Okay. Any other questions? Instagram, you have questions. But listen, global entry is amazing. We're not standing in the S, so everybody needs to get global entry. Now, if you have pre-check, okay, that's cool. But global, that gets you out of the country. Global entry gets you into the country. I've not stood in a line, in customs line, more than 10 minutes in probably the last 3 years. Okay, so global entry includes pre-check. Okay, so keep that in mind. I got approved the same day of my interview on December 29th. Yeah, and got my card today. Oh, cool. But see, they may do the interview, Valerie, but you have to go in for your photo and your fingerprints because they definitely ain't giving it to you without them fingerprints and photo. Okay. Gotta have them fingerprints. And sometimes depending, especially like Chicago, O'Hare, like you can, if you get off of your flight, you can do walk-ins and go into the customs office for your interview. If you had your conditional approval already and you're just waiting for your interview, then depending on where you flying into, you can get off of your flight and just go into the customs office there. What do you need to do to add flight for Italy? We'll email you guys again because we sent out an email prematurely with just cost and like where it's going from and to. But I want to send you guys the airline information tomorrow. So we'll resend it. We will resend it tomorrow. Oh yeah, Valerie. So probably with with renewal, you don't have to do the fingerprint process again. I'm going to need a class on international travel. Melody, listen. Once you get to hang with us, you're gonna be like, yes, I know that. Because listen here, global entry is the bay. Yeah, everybody here knows I'm leaving my husband, my mama, my grandkids. Them my three favorites. They getting left. I'm not waiting on them in the S. I ain't getting off the plane and be like, oh, y'all line so long and I don't have no line, so I'm just staying with y'all. No, I am going through the kiosk. Listen, last time they just took my picture. I was like, wait, is this somebody else's paper? Did somebody else forget their paper? Like, I ain't have to take my passport or nothing. Now, I went up there. I looked at the camera. It said, Dacia Woods, you just got off this flight. I said, wait a minute. Listen, it's the bomb. I love it. And I'm leaving everybody, period. I get off an international flight. See you at the luggage carousel. I'm not waiting on you. Nope. Get your own. I'm not gonna keep on telling you. You just gonna get left. And hey, do you, boo? But I'm not waiting in line with you. No, I am not. I got mine early this year. Yes, honey, because listen, it's imperative. It's imperative. Period. It's imperative. Grandma too. Everybody getting left, sis. Everybody get left. Yes, you renew every 5 years. So you pay $100 for global entry, and that's for 5 years. Okay? 5 years. So how much is that a year? So you pay it one time, and then some credit cards reimburse you for getting it. And then if not, if you pay $85 for 5 years for pre-check. So you may as well pay the additional $15 to get global entry. If you don't have global entry, try mobile passport. Yeah, it is. Like you can do mobile passport. It used to be totally free. Now I think there's a monthly fee behind it, but you will still have to stand in a line. Although the lines are smaller. But you still have to get checked, but we don't global entry people, we don't have a checkpoint. Okay. Yes. Dorothy, grandma and them get left too. I'm not waiting on nobody, period. At all, I'm not waiting. I'll see you at the luggage carousel. That's just the bottom line. Okay. Any other questions, ladies? Oh, one more thing. Some people always ask, can I bring my boo? Are men allowed? So the first thing is a single male traveling alone cannot go to our website and book a trip with ladies and luggage. We shan't monitor a Tinder trip. We shan't. Like, I cannot. Listen. We've had this experience before. We did a trip for a social media influencer. it was like 400 women and like 4 men. And, they was arguing because he was with her today and her tomorrow. We not going to referee the Tinder trip. Okay. So this is why men cannot book trips with us as a single male. Okay. Now, can you bring your husband or your boo? Absolutely. Okay. You can. Does he want to hang out with us? Maybe he does. Maybe he doesn't. We went to Paris and it was all ladies and Joe. I think Joe don't like us no more because we probably got on Joe's nerves all of the 7 days that we was traveling. Joe, can you pick this up? Joe, can you get this? Joe, like, I'm sure he might not like us no more. So, do he want to come hang out with us? I don't know. My husband and or my brother sometimes travel with us. If my business partner does not travel with me, absolutely my husband is coming. If my business partner comes, depending, the men aren't coming. But it just really depends. But if you want to bring it back, cool. But yeah, we ain't doing the Tinder trip. And people like, you should do a co-ed. No, because I ain't finna be breaking up no fights, and then they're gonna be caught. Nope. No, we can't do it. No. Just you and Boo back. Yep. Go on your own. Listen, I can't even do it. Have you ever done a trip to San Diego? I've been personally, but we've not done San Diego yet. No. Listen. I just listen. We ain't gonna be able to do it. We ain't gonna be able to do it. Because listen, we saw it like literally 400 ladies. No, I'll say it was 397 people total on this particular trip, right? There were 4 single guys. Are we finna be? No. Like, and then the one guy, we were like standing, we were like, and the girl came up, was like, oh, so you with California today, huh? You with California today, huh? We ain't doing that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody gonna do that. And they like and then he like, don't leave me, stand right here, cause she crazy. And then this is who I was like, we ain't gonna, nope, stay at the house. 2 of my friends was like, but I ain't like that. But I ain't gonna be like that. And I don't care what you talking about, bro. Like, you not coming. No, you ain't gonna be able to come. Nope. And if you book, cancel. Hey, I'm just saying. I have to leave Instagram and post my question over here. Ask a question over there. I don't know. It must be something wrong. It looks like it may be frozen on Instagram because I didn't see any questions. Let's see. Can you see us over here? I didn't see any questions. Latanya, what's your question? I'm sorry. The last question I saw was something from Rebecca. I hope it didn't say it. I see it did not move. I'm sorry, Instagram. Let me see. 2 questions above. Let me see what I got over here. If I could leave when the trip is scheduled, can I meet up with you guys? Absolutely. Okay, you can. Let's see. Is it possible to switch from week 1 to week 2 Negril due to a work schedule? Who said that? Who asked that question? Somebody asked about the Negril. If they can switch from week 1 to week 2. Email us and we can get you switched over, because at this point, I don't think I got a room. We done booked all the rooms. I don't think me and Ronnie got a room, so that will work out. That will work out great. Okay, just email us. 2 questions above. Let's see. It wasn't scrolling on its own, so I'm not sure. Let's see. Does global entry cost a mint? No, global entry is $100 for 5 years. And Crystal, you said you want to switch weeks too? Okay. Let's see. You have to email us because I'm telling you, if you got a big booty, my man will be looking at it. He can't come. Oh Lord. See, I'm not refereeing that. Like I'm not gonna be able to do it. And then it'd be like a whole like Atlanta housewife thing going on. Whew. Nope. Mm-mm. 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 Nope. I ain't gonna be able to do it. Okay. Okay, Crystal, email me. Email me. Any other questions, ladies? Sorry, Instagram. It wasn't scrolling. So I did not see those questions. And for a moment, I thought y'all were like frozen or something, but my bad. I thought you were going already. What's the website again? The website is www.ladiesandluggage.com. You're looking exclusively for the trips. Our dash trips is where you go. Okay. Do you have any weekend trips? We're adding some. So those will be the domestic trips. We will be adding some weekend stuff for that. Yep. We will be. So typically a weekend for us will be glamping is a weekend, although we come back on Tuesday because when we went the last time, we came back on Monday and we felt like we needed an extra day. So it's like we leave on Tuesday now instead of Monday. Okay. So it's like 5 days, 4 nights instead of 4 days, 3 nights because we went and we were like, we needed an extra day just to do nothingness because we did a lot, but we didn't do a lot. Okay. Anything for Labor Day? So yes and no. I need to look again. Oh no, well, we leave right after Labor Day because like I said, we are going to put South Africa back on the books because now we're going in September. So if you were not able to go last time because of it was New Year's Eve. Now we'll be going, I think it's September 12th through 20th. Do not quote me, but we're going to get it up on the website soon. Okay. So you guys may be able to join us in South Africa. For the newbie, what should we have outside of a passport? I want to do Thailand. Just the passport is good, right? But Thailand is in what month? November. You may be able to get global entry by then. So if you can get global entry by then, I definitely would. Okay. Some places like I know Chicago O'Hare, they have a really bootleg what do you call it? God doggone it. Pre-check line. So it's really not even pre-check line there. But yeah, if you put in your application now, there's a possibility you can have global entry by then. But just the passport is fine. Okay. Oh, and a vaccine card. Oh, and a vaccine card. You have to be vaccinated. Okay. But yeah, Thailand is it's in November. So yeah, you should have time to get global entry. I definitely suggest it. I am, but I know someone else that wants to go to week 1. Oh, okay. Melody. I see what you're saying. But for real, me and Ronnie might not have a room. I need to check. We might be sleeping in the cliffs. I'm so excited about that. Listen, you missed week 1. Leon is bae. Like he fine, like all that. But week 1, we got Howard Hewitt. Whew. She said he don't need a room. But child, listen here. We got Ty extra security for him. Do you hear me? Talking about Howard don't need no room. He has already been invited into everyone's room. Okay. So yeah, but Howard Hewitt is our celebrity host for week 1, and then Leon is for week 2. Okay. For global entry and pre-check, can your minor child go through with you? No. Now, for pre-check, yes. For global entry, they have to have their own. Do you have to have negative? Yes, both. He can stay with Melody. I'm not gonna play with y'all. No. Yes, you need Negril week 2. Leon is our celebrity host. And we're already working on 2023 celebrity host. Listen, y'all, we're trying to get these celebrity signs. It's like pulling teeth. It's a lot. Let me just tell y'all that. It's a lot to get celebrities. Like, I have been going back and forth with these people for probably since May. Okay. So since May, since we signed the contract to get Leon came on maybe a little bit later, him and Howard. But since we signed a contract with them, we've been trying to get them to send their flipping information so we can buy their airline tickets. Listen, y'all, it's a lot. Nice time out. Well, we don't know if we're gonna be at home, and so you gonna pay. Are you willing to pay if we have to change our ticket from another city to come? I'm not. No, we're not doing that. So no, we're not doing. Listen, and we tried to get y'all. We were this close, maybe a little close, right there, to Silk, right? So we almost had the contract for Silk. These Ninja Turtles, they want to bring, it's 5 of them. They want to bring all their wives, so 5 wives and 3 assistants or whoever. So wait, y'all want us to pay for 13 people airfare, all these rooms, plus accommodations and food. I know y'all lying. I'm like, well, who these other 3 people? Oh, the one is a stylist and one is their assistant. I'm like, they perform in one night. So she can't tell them what to bring with them to wear, like at the house, because why she gotta come on the trip? Okay, why she gotta come on the trip? She don't need to dress them like this. What you need to wear for your night, for your show. Wear this, and they put it in their suitcase. Why she gotta come? And what you need your assistant for? Like, what's she gonna do? Because we booking your flight. So what she finna do? We want paying. So that's why Silk didn't come, because they wanted to bring the whole entourage. Howard is coming along. Okay. I don't even know if I should have told y'all that, but Howard is coming along. And Leon gotta bring, I don't know if he bringing a boo. But it's 3 of them. Like, before, no, 4 of them. For what though? The promoter said, any of the artists, they're probably all gonna have like an entourage. Listen, I'm gonna have to go ahead and get my son to start singing for y'all, because I'm not paying for the entourage to come. Like, who's gonna pay for 5 wives? I said, so wait, they want us to pay for the wife's air and accommodations? Well, she'll be in a room with you, but we gotta pay for her food too. This ain't no all-inclusive resort. We made it all-inclusive. You know how much that food costs for a week? Listen, and that's another thing with the Negril, like it's $200 a day just for food, boo. Like, you can, we ain't gonna be able to do that. And they flights. Y'all play on me. Nope. Not happening. Oh, the Carl Thomas. She just made me almost choke. Listen here. Carl Thomas has said, I need my manager to come so he can facilitate these people coming in and out my room. I said, what now? Oh, this ain't Tinder? We ain't doing that. Nope. We ain't doing that. Don't like it. Yeah, no. Their wives told them they can't go on the all ladies trip, probably. Cause listen here, they was doing the most. So y'all hear me saying doing the most? They was doing. It's a lot working with these, trying to get these celebrities to do stuff. It's a lot. It's a lot. They're using you for a free vacation. Oh, they ain't using me because I said absolutely, positively not. I love Silk, but they better stop. Yes. And we were like, that'll be really, really dope. But I'm just like, why you gotta bring oh, whew. Oh, water, sis. She said you spilling out tea. It's water. You need to get some cutout cardboards of these celebrities for real. And then that's another thing. Like we have to pay for these celebrities to come. Like they definitely ain't coming free. And then they want to bring all these people with them. So you gotta pay. And I'm just like, I never, we never did this. And so this is a new thing for us. And so like trying to understand why we gotta pay for your entourage is like, I'm still confused. I'm still confused why we gotta pay for your mom and them, your baby mom. Like, I'm still confused at why we gotta pay for all these people to come with you. I don't understand. If you're gonna do something, it should be. Oh, she said if you're gonna do something, it should be the most. Who all coming to Hawaii? I think a lot of people on here coming to Hawaii. Right now we have like 30 people for Hawaii. You should have asked Genuine. Oh, he's on our very short list. He's on our very short list for sure. I don't have time on trips. Is it worth it, especially if they're trying to bring the village. So, that's something that we really wanted to do because, like, our age group, the 40s to 60s, we love music and like real music. Okay, so we know that you guys will definitely love that type of experience. But we just have to learn who the right artists are to approach and kind of make sure that the person that we're using to acquire the artist is a good fit for us too. He's been good thus far. But when we're getting into, as we're getting deeper into this, then we may have to make some changes. So, oh baby, Maxwell, listen, our promoter already told us. So Maxwell starts out, and this was before he won his Legends Award. Okay. This was before the Legends Award. So he's definitely more now. He was at least 100K. Okay, plus expenses. Okay, he was at least 100K before he won his Legends Award and grew his hair back. So he'll definitely be more now. Eric Benet is on our short list, even though he's a little pricey. So these artists ain't cheap, y'all, for sure. Now, if you're reaching in your pockets to bring your entourage, that's cool. But your people ain't got. Listen, my husband would come on a trip. Tell him I sent you. Oh. Okay, listen. Send me the information. Music Soul Child, girl, I don't know. No, he might be half too. Brian McKnight, he's on a short list too. He gave us a list of people that we would, that could kind of be in our price range. Okay. Yes, and he grew his hair back too, baby. We can't afford Maxwell. Not yet. MC Hammer, who playing with you, Sandy? Who finna play with you? Nobody is finna play with you. Let's see. Is it just male artists? Yeah, we're trying to just do male artists. Yeah. Just males. We're just looking at males right now. Yeah, we're just looking at the males. Any other questions? Tawanda, is that you, girl? Hi there. I got to, I'm squinting. And that's why he went bankrupt. Can't. Oh, Charlie Wilson. Oh, y'all think somebody was complaining about a Vegas trip? Baby, we get Uncle Charlie. When they see that price tag, they're gonna be like, ma'am, quit playing with me here. Ma'am, no. No. Who should be cheap, cousin? Jodeci? Oh, they can't come because we don't. Never mind. I saw them laugh. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Don't quote me for the Singapore deposit. Don't quote me, but I think it is $260. Don't quote me. I just hope all of New Edition, Casey, and JoJo make it to. Man, yes, everybody needs to come. I need everybody there because we about to get it. Tion was watching the whole YouTube thing with New Edition today, so he's like, "Yeah, no more drunk in the cup. Ain't no, it's water. Oh, ain't no more drink in the cup. Yeah, my water is gone. All of Jodeci is sober now. Really? Okay. Singapore is 23 into 24, so it's New Year's Eve. Okay, it's New Year's Eve, so it goes into 24 until January 3rd or 4th or something like that. Any other questions? Y'all, I got to go and do this email so y'all can get y'all because it's 9 here, so that means it's 8 there. So 11:59 Central Standard Time. You need to post your badge by that time. We tried to get Albie sure he's not performing. We definitely, oh yes. We actually tried to get him. He was in our budget, but he's not performing. You know, he was sick with COVID, and so after that, he hasn't been performing since then. Okay. We do still have tickets available for New Edition. We have 8 tickets, 1 room. So some people will have to get just tickets and events. Girl, I don't know about no Q Sweat. I don't know about 60 in a couple months. Let's see. But yeah, you can still purchase tickets for New Edition. Like I said, we got 1 room and like 8 tickets left. Okay. So I'm going to go so I can do you guys' email. Make sure you get the badge off the email. It has to be posted in the Facebook group. Okay. I will post the dates, the trip list, and I will also post the fitness movement information. And we will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow is Saturday. We'll be here at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time with our past guest. Okay? So see you tomorrow at 11. Later.